playoff a year ago, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looking to throw on first down. Got him downfield. Breaks into the open on the back. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion.
There he goes. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here we go. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Penn. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to get it through the air. The quick out. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. The 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Aggie.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Sooner offense returns to the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Penn. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Washington. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Sooners can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Setting up the screen. Breaks the tackle. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Oh, man, that defensive back just hurled himself in there like a lightning bolt to get the quarterback.
And you see the speed, the closing speed to run, chase the quarterback, get him on the ground. That's why he plays defensive back. He looks like a pass rusher here, but you could definitely see he could hit that turbo button.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Kendricks. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Slant routes. They're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage, too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, we'll take that throw all day.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got a man. It's Kendricks. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical.
Turning it on! At the 30. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Sooners!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And he tacks on the extra point. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Going for it all. Snatches it on the right. Breaks into the open. The tag. Touchdown, Aggie. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Iowa is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Niall Kinnick among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Taylor has it. Finds a little space. Got enough for the 1st down. Lowers those pads. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. The Sooners come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. That's reeled in. It's Taylor. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Fires to the big fella. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. In the red area, it's Taylor. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
That is so deflating on defense, too, because in your own red zone, 3rd down, you need to make a stop. You know they're going to throw to the weapon at tight end, but it's one thing to draw it up on the blackboard. It's another thing to go execute and prevent that guy from catching the ball. He's so big. He's so athletic. You could have the perfect play call on, and he's still picking up the 1st.
And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll keep it on the ground. And he rolls in the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. To throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Finds us back in the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Here's a heat. He's going to take off. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
This is why third down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes. They put faster guys on the field, and they've got all their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for. Some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line. It confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. He's got great speed. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Fires to the big fella. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And it's picked off for the third time today. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Williams. They'll immediately call timeout.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. looking downfield, and time is running short. They'll run the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
He stopped way short of the first down. They tried the fake, and no one was fooled. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Sooners will boot it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Texas A&M offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I'm loving this offense mixing the toss plays in their game plan. And what these tosses are going to do, it's going to set up a play-action opportunity where they can fake the toss and try to take a shot downfield.
Handoff to the lone back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. He completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Catch in the middle. It's Kendricks. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Texas A&M going quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it and try to get his offense some positive yards.
The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anyway.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Perry on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Norman. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard game.
From the gun, he leads it with the back. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. Trying to punch it in. And he is stopped. Not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. Second down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football here.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And that one will give them the lead. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Got it in the middle. It's Brock. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to fourth down. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Jackson. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try to get outside. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Second down. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. And the Sooners will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by...
There he goes! Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
I think this team knew coming in today they needed to be able to run the football, and they were going to have to get some of that production from the quarterback, and he just broke off his longest run of the game so far. That was critical for his confidence, for this offense's confidence, and right now if you're on defense, you've got to find an answer for this guy.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Give to the running back. He's brought down at the 6th, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game, you want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
They couldn't get anybody to bite on that one, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections. But the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead. And a lot of times for a loss and put the offense in a bind.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead. But if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
And that is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Handoff to the lone back. Got the first down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
I love the play called running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. Just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Hit as he throws. It's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that clock is ticking. That clock is ticking big time. I want to take shots down the field. I want to save my timeouts, and I want to try to get out of bounds here with the clock ticking down, and that's trailing by a score.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan. Wants to adjust the pattern. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Quickly complete. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
They've got them pinned back, and they're trying to rattle their eardrums. Listen to this crowd. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football.